What if I told you your thoughts, your habits, your environment, and even your energy are all part of a system that's either working for you or against you? In this video, I'm going to break down the core diagrams from my book, System of the Sun. We're going to walk through how to determine your performance and your results, how your subconscious programming is shaping your decisions without you realizing it, and how you're attracting the exact outcomes you focus on. This isn't theory, it's a system you can apply immediately. Everything in this video comes directly from the framework inside this book. If you want the full breakdown and everything behind these diagrams, you can grab the book at prosperunlimited.com/books. Let's start with the first diagram. This is where everything begins, your alignment.
Okay, who is this person? This person is you and I. Now you see that big arrow that's flowing from their butt to their head? Obviously that's their energy flow. Energy must flow in perfect alignment in order for you to achieve the God you, or as they say, being in the zone. Now while that energy is flowing upwards through your body, from your core to your crown, it makes two stops. The first stop is at the heart, and then the second is in the mind. Have you ever heard of a cowardly genius or a brave idiot? Have you ever seen someone who doesn't really know what they're doing but isn't afraid to do it? Have you ever seen someone who knows everything by the book but can't do anything? What both these types of people have in common is that they both fail at whatever it is that they do, or they're more likely to fail. You can't live on luck. You need courage and you need knowledge in order to achieve the God you, in order to achieve the most perfect form of you. Courage is found by practice, by work, by experience. You have to get up and do it. Knowledge is found by reading. You have to read books in order to gain knowledge. You have to actually study. When you're in the zone, does it feel like no one can stop you? Does it feel like everything you do is right and everything you do succeeds? Does it feel like you're actually trying to do something or you're just doing it? That's the God you. That's the most perfect form of you. That's how it feels when your energy is in perfect alignment. Your heart and your mind must be in alignment in order for you to be in the zone. What you see here is a diagram of your life, from beginning to the end. In the beginning, you're born. Don't ask me how that happened, but it did. And as soon as you're born, your family teaches you what's right and what's wrong, what's beautiful and what's ugly, and what's crazy and what's okay. Then you go to school or you go to the playground and you make friends. And they tell you what's right and what's wrong, and what's beautiful and what's ugly, and what's crazy and what's okay. And you just say, okay. Then you go out into your neighborhood, the local church, the local grocery store, the movies, wherever. And your neighborhood tells you what's crazy and what's okay, what's ugly and what's beautiful, and what's right and wrong. And you just say, okay. Then you turn on the television or you turn on the internet. And the television and the internet tells you what's right and what's wrong, what's beautiful and what's ugly, and what's crazy and what's okay. And you just say, okay. So up to this point, you've been living life subconsciously, or asleep, sleepwalking pretty much, on a treadmill, going hard and fast and going nowhere. So because you're sleepwalking, it's easy for the world to control you, and you base your happiness on external circumstances. And whenever things are good, you're happy, and whenever things are bad, you're sad, and you have no control over your emotions, and your feelings go wherever the wind blows. And so because the world around you controls you, you're reactive instead of proactive. You're just going tit for tat with life. So not only is the world controlling you, it's also thinking for you. And on one fateful day, you end up reading the book called System of the Sun, and you begin to interrupt your internal conversation. And if your family upbringing and your friends and your social environment and the media tell you that you're Clark Kent and you can't be Superman, you interrupt that internal conversation and you tell yourself, yes, I'm Clark Kent, but I can be Superman. I'm Clarissa Kent, but I can be Superwoman. And you are now conscious. You have awoken. Now that you're awake and you're interrupting your internal conversation, you can be aware of your personal decision making. And when you begin to make better choices, you make the choice to be happy. You interrupt your internal conversation and you tell yourself every day, I choose to be happy. Repeat after me. I choose to be happy. Now you're in control. You're proactively guiding your life instead of being reactive as you were before. You're controlling your own happiness. And when you proactively control your happiness, there are nothing but endless possibilities.
Oh, there you go again. Having those positive thoughts and imagination and dreams. Raising your vibration and your frequency and focusing on what you do want instead of what you don't want. Because after all, you're not going to get mad at a burger restaurant for not selling pizza. You're simply going to go to a pizza restaurant. Focus on what you do want instead of what you don't want. Say what it is that you want instead of saying what you don't want. These thoughts and activities and frequency and vibration go out into the universe. Your mind is like a radio. And whatever you put out or whatever you transmit comes back to you. So what do good thoughts and activities and frequency and vibration bring back to you? Good people, good feelings, meaningful moments, fulfillment,
well-rounded happiness, opportunities, accomplishments and achievements, and a healthy body.